It's Carr's Raiders going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Giants. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that, to get the football, that's a big-time play right there.
Into the red zone now. Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Will tie. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted, wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Carr will try it again on second down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
In between Rashad Jennings, Paul Perkins last week, 15 carries, 45 yards, and that's kind of been the story. The running game has had trouble getting going.
It's been a major league struggle for them all season long. When they're able to compensate with the passing game, it's not as noticeable. But when they struggle in that as well, and you remember in the last ballgame, they struggled against Dallas throwing the ball again, it becomes very noticeable. Need help from the offensive line, and the running backs have to find those holes to run through.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Manning underneath for Jennings. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And coming off that tackle, let's talk about this defense for the Giants, what they did against the Cowboys, holding them to just 7 points, and they were dominant.
Janoris Jenkins plastered himself to Des Bryant out on the corner. He was terrific. How about Romeo Okwara playing defensive end for Jason Pierre-Paul? 8 tackles led the Giants, 1.5 for a loss, a sack, broke up a pass, and had 3 quarterback hits. He stuffed the stat sheet. And last but not least, they held the Dallas Cowboys on 3rd downs to 1 of 15 on the night.
Well, when the passing game wasn't working last Thursday night, the running game was. Latavius Murray up over 100 yards. It's interesting, only his second 100-yard performance this year, but he has hit pay dirt 12 times.
He does run with a purpose when he handles the football, and I think a lot of that stems from the question marks in the offseason always revolved around Oakland's running game. Who would be the primary ball carrier? And he kept saying, I've been here for a while. I'm going to be, and he proves it with each carry.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
The play clock's running down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Here we go on 1st and 15. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They come out here in the eye.
All right, here we go. We ready.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
Now, for Cooper, his 29 yards in Week 14 actually led the Raiders. That's how much they were struggling in the passing game. And, well, he was part of a pretty bizarre play, wasn't it?
And when you start with the yardage on his catches, he had 5 catches in the game. When you start with that game was a clunker for him. But as you alluded to, there was a big-time play. What could have been for he and the Raiders should have been a 78-yard touchdown catch. Was it the wind? Was it the lights? Some people even thought it was a camera wire that got in the way, and he ended up not catching a ball that would have been a huge play for Oakland.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guy friendly for the fullback to get big yardage? They really don't, because he's big, strong, and powerful. A lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come up in an offset eye. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jameis Olawale taking it in. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, a fun league-wide story, no matter who we're covering, is Detroit. Another come-from-behind win for Matthew Stafford and company. They're now 9-4 this year.
How about 13 games, 12 of them they've been behind in the fourth quarter. 9, as you just mentioned, they've won. And Matthew Stafford's the key reason why. He has to be in the discussion for most valuable player, the way he's rallied his team. And I'm going to flip it over. There's one other guy we've got to talk about from the AFC side. He had a rough game in his last out against Kansas City. But Derek Carr has had a magnificent year, and the two of them are both playing hurt. Injuries to their throwing hands.
Throwing is Manning. A dump off to Marine. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. Will tie the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
10 yards still left on second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. They go screen play with Jennings. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Jennings has it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, here's Manning. His throw incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Manning will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Manning to throw once more. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Carr. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Giants are going to get a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Manning to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Carr. And hauled in here by Rivera. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go with Murray again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Carr, and that's complete to Walford. 18 yards there and a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
All right, here we go.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And quickly, they get to the line. They come out here in the eye. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. So they're operating in the red zone. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing now is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To the ground game. Here's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there after the incompletion, so that leaves him with a much more manageable 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out in the pistol. Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Beckham, the lone receiver, right. Throwing on first down is Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New York first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want. Direction.
On first down, Manning drops it off in the flat to Jennings. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And an alley to run. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Carr now on first down. Brought in by Walford, right side. A gain of 6 there on first. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Murray, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 7 yards remain now on third down.
Got three. All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and you rally.
To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete here on third down. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Back to throw. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings, and it'll bring up third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll look to throw. A screen here to Vereen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no!